Hello, welcome to another edition of it's the weekend party, and this is usually when the Seneca River Days. This is when the Seneca River Days event takes place, and I won't give it away. But usually, it's a community event in Baldwinsville. It's put on by the Rotary. The Rotary Club of Baldwinsville, New York, is a fundraiser for a lot of activities. It used to be in July. When we first moved here, it used to be in July, and it was only one day. It was I think it was the first weekend after the 4th of July, and it would be held over at Mercer Park, actually, which is not too far from where I am right now. And they had lots of events. One year, back in 20 years ago, they actually had carnival rides and things like that, but they also had face painting. They had lots of community booths, food, uh, game where you could play games. I remember one year we, for the Chamber of Commerce or for the something, uh, we actually did a mock game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and we asked questions to anybody who was willing to answer. So anyway, the big the marquee event is the duck, or it used to be called the duck race, but because now they've moved it over to Paper Mill Island, now it's called a duck pluck. And what used to happen is they used to put all these plastic ducks in the river. They would actually get on a boat, put these tub of plastic ducks in the Seneca River, and they would race down a very small amount. And uh, the first 14 or 15 ducks that would make it, that would finish first, would their owners would win a prize. And I'm not going to spoil. I'm really not going to spoil it. I want to save it till the end, to the next segment here. That's because in what we call in the radio broadcasting industry a tease. Yes, we ask attendees to the event to answer questions about Baldwinsville history. Yes, we still actually have some of the questions. I think I've saved the questions from all those from 24 years ago, and if you knew, and we might play a little game towards the end of the show. Anyway, so the duck race has been going on, and I'm just gonna leave it there. We've entered the we've What you do is you purchase tickets to go into the race, and we've usually gotten five, one for each member of the family. But I'm gonna leave it to you to guess and tell me how many years have we won any prize. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna play some more music, and then we'll reveal the answer. And as the music plays, let us know especially those who already don't, outside the immediate family who didn't, who has no direct input in this. So like Dave and Alex and Elizabeth, if you're near Alex, don't give him the answer. Just let him guess on his own. And we'll be back, and we'll tell you the story coming up after a few more songs. So please stay for this, and if you're curious, we just put in an answer, and we'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Well, we played that song and then Britney Spears' "Lucky for a Reason." Unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of bad news. I'll give you a little bit of history. Unfortunately, all we did tonight was lose again for the 25th, no, the 30th year in a row. That is correct. For those of you who were playing along with the question, how many times did we win the duck race? The answer is still zero, unfortunately. And this year we got six tickets. No, yes, six tickets from Mom, and then I played. I bought one, and then Matt bought one. So we had a total of seven tickets, and unfortunately, not a single one of them won. So unfortunately, our record is still zero. It's just amazing to me how 30 years we've been doing this, and still not one of our tickets have ever won. And Matt was saying something interesting to me tonight because now you have the option of as a single player, a single person can purchase up to 25 tickets. And imagine you have the whole family going, and you have an entire family, let's say two or three family members. It is a conspiracy. It's interesting because, yes, even though we didn't win the duck race or the duck pluck, we've won the Halloween costume competition, and I had pictures. Let me see if I can throw up those pictures. Some in the memory video, actually. See if I can pull up the memory video. This, unfortunately, the memory video. Some of the pictures that we have in the memory video. As I'm trying to pull them up here. Yes, I'm gonna turn the music off, but we're gonna show some like these here. This one, let me just switch over to the camera here. Like this one, Barney and Baby Bop, and then Got Milk. This is me as the Weather Channel, and then this was Optimists. So, and this, we didn't play as a space shuttle. That was a different year, Bob and Nora. We didn't actually enter into that competition. But anyway, for the past Halloween, yes, just before Elizabeth was born in 1994, it's amazing we've never won a duck ticket. It's also true, supporting the Rotary. Alex says here that you're going to buy tickets next year and test the theory and bet I will. Well, we'll put it to the test. You're welcome to purchase a ticket or purchase as many tickets as you want, and we'll see if you win. You don't need to actually be present at the event to win. They will call you, and actually tonight or this evening we had many of the winners who were announced that weren't at the actual event. They called I remember they called the names of people who weren't actually in attendance, but they said that they're actually going to call because you leave your email and your phone numbers, especially your phone number. So if you're not there physically at the event, they will call you and let you know that you're a winner. And the grand prize this year was $1,000 in cash. All right, Alex. Can't be seen together. And then, because if you're with us, then you might be part of the curse, or at least we don't want you to be part of the curse. So it's unfortunate. There's always next year, and I'm just hoping that. And we always say this year is going to be our year, but we can't seem to avoid the curse. I don't know. It's strange. Every year we purchase tickets, but I think it's because we have multiple people who, let's say there's 20 people or 25 people who purchased tickets, but they can also purchase more than one ticket, they can purchase 6 or up to 25 at a time. So that takes away the advantage. We'll see what happens next year. And we can just keep on. And in the meantime, we can just keep on dreaming. This is Pink with Marshmallow and Sting on the weekend party coming up next. A little bit of a trivia game with Baldwinsville related questions. You do not want to move. Stay tuned. And that intro means it's time to play another edition, or the Seneca River Days edition, the Beeville edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I got the questions right here, and I actually have the questions that we used at the Seneca River Days back 24 years ago. So, what we are going to do here is we are going to I'm gonna oops. Sorry. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna put the questions on here, and as we're gonna do the first five, we're gonna do 5 in a row for the first round, and we'll have you answer in the chat. So it's not gonna be exactly one. So we're gonna. This is a little bit more. It's millionaire in name only because there's only one contestant. In the regular version, there's only one contestant. But so actually, how they do it is the fastest finger fastest finger. Whoever gets it in the fastest time will actually get a chance to play in the hot seat. So it's a little bit. So this fastest finger question is not going to be exactly how they do it in the show, but we are going to give you four. The question is give you 4 previous names that the Baldwinsville community had before its present. So if you didn't know, this community had at least 5-6 previous names before it became Baldwinsville, and the question to you is, we're going to put the names in order. So we're going. So we're going to put the names in order here, and the first. The first player, the first listener to get all of the first player to get all the names in the correct order will win. But as a game designer, I want to take this and build my own rules onto it. And so, unlike the regular fastest finger, I'm going to change the rules a little bit. So I'm going to give one rapid fire question, and the first player to give me the answer first will be our official contestant. The rest of you will serve as lifelines, or as the audience, almost. So what we're going to do here is actually, because I don't really want to exclude anybody here. What I was going to say, instead of playing one contestant or one player at a time, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 5 rapid fire trivia questions, and the first player to answer the question correctly will move on, or we'll just tally up. Speaking of, no, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I keep changing the rules here. I want to stay true to the original format, but I also want to try my luck at developing a new game. Because as a game designer, I always like to try new things. I want to try new rules so that we can play test and see if the new rules or if the new game actually works. So the rules, I've decided, are quite simple. I'm going to give you 5. There's a total of 5 questions, and anybody who answers correctly, the more answers you get correctly, you will stay in the game. However, if you answer one question incorrectly, you're out of the game, and it's a single elimination until we get to the final player. Anybody who is left, the remaining players who are standing at the end of 5 questions will split the prize. So here we go. Here's the first question. What is the name of the river that flows between the towns of Lysander and Van Buren? Your choices are A. Seneca, B. Oneida, C. Oswego, and D. The Mohawk. Again, I'm going to write. Yes, I'm gonna write the question here. The towns of Lysander and don't even need the question. Okay, we're just waiting on Mom to answer, and then and then we should be all. Yep, so I have everybody's answers except for Mom's. So as soon as Seneca River runs through us, yes, you are all. Yes, you are all correct. Congratulations, you've all moved on to question number 2. And let me see if I can. I'm just trying to put some music here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. What is the Native American name? Yes, what is the Native American name? I believe that is, your choices are, I believe it's Stee-ha-ha, or Stones in the Water. I just gave away the answer. Stee-ha-ha, that is correct, which means stones in the water. Moving on to the next question. What was the first historical name of the company that built the first water pump here in Beeville? Is it Morris Machine Works, Morris Pumps, Gould's Pumps, or the Quick Response Center? Do you know this one? Again, the first historical name of the company that the Morris Pump. Rachel and yes, I will put them in the chat here. The Morris Machine Works. There you go, Alex. The choices are in the chat.
And we're back. The team is looking down the barrel of a 4:55 meeting.
Can they turn it around?
Well, unfortunately, you've all locked in your answer, and unfortunately, this is what I have to say to that. I'm sorry, none of you are correct. The correct answer is actually Morris Machine Works. That was the historical name. They were here, I believe, in the 1800s. And then it turned into Morris Pumps. Oh, wait a minute. It was Morris Machine Works in the 1950s, early 60s. 1864, and then it turned into Morris Pumps. And then it became Gould's Pumps, and now Morris Pumps. So, and they changed their name to Morris Pumps. So actually, Elizabeth, Rachel, and Mom. Oh yes. So technically, Elizabeth, Rachel, and Mom are still in the game, and they technically got that answer correct because Morris Machine Works did change its name to Morris Pumps in the 1970s. They were also they were the first to run electricity to light the Episcopal Church that used to be located on Elizabeth. So I'll give you credit. I think west of Albany is Western New York. That's really funny. Dave is also correct, yes. So Elizabeth, Dave, Rachel, and Mom are still in the game. Alex is unfortunately out of the game. So, so Rachel, Elizabeth, Mom, and Dave are still in the game. Anything north of NYC is upstate New York. So Elizabeth, Rachel, Mom, and Dave are still safe in the game, and they get to play the next question. As soon as I can pull up the... yes, Alex said B. Oh! Okay, wait a minute. Oh, right, okay. I'm sorry. So Elizabeth's out because she said okay. So Elizabeth's out of the game. She said C. Yes, hold on. I'm reviewing your yes. That's correct, Elizabeth. Mom, Dave, and Alex are still in the game. Rachel and Elizabeth are out. Thanks for keeping score. And here we go with the next question, if you are ready. Okay. Let me just see. Just see what we have here. Just trying to pull this up. Okay, here's a good one.
Work can get a little...
This is not what I wanted. Oh, this is a good question. Stand by. Just gotta wait for this ad to finish. In the year 1816, was known as the year without a blank in Baldwinsville history. Again, the question is, the year 1816 in the Baldwinsville community was known as the year without a blank. Was it a winter, summer, fall, or spring? Again, one more time, the question. Okay. Yes, you cannot... We'll give this to Elizabeth, Rachel, and give this to Elizabeth, Rachel, and Alex. The question is, the year 1816 in the Baldwinsville was known as the year without a blank. Is it spring, summer, fall, or winter? Does Alex is locked in summer. What about Rachel and Elizabeth? We're just waiting on Rachel's answer. Okay. That's correct. We're just waiting on Rachel to answer until we lock it all in. And we'll give the final answer. Okay. She received a scholarship from okay, we're waiting. It is. Okay, I will tell you that two of you are correct. The correct answer to this question is
when I first noticed.
Add. The first question to this. It is summer. It is the year without a summer. In 1816, a volcanic eruption modified the weather pattern near the community and caused the Baldwinsville community to experience winter-like conditions in the summer of 1816, and as a result, that historic weather event led to the creation of the Female Charitable Society, which still exists to this day. They provide a lot of medical services. One of the things that they provide is donated medical supplies to people who need it, them. So, Rachel, did you know the answer to this one? I'm sorry, we had to move. We had to move on, and is there a way? Unfortunately, there is no way that we can do an anonymous tolls, so we cannot see other people's. There would have been in my game, so you should play my trivia game. Yes, Rachel. The question, although the question was in the year 1816 in Baldwinsville was known as the year without a blank, winter, spring, summer, or fall, and I was just explaining how the Female Charitable Society was one of the organizations that evolved from this event, and the correct answer is the year without a summer due to a volcanic eruption, which caused a volcanic eruption in the nearby community, which caused wintry-like conditions. Yes, wintry-like conditions. due to a volcano of the southern tier that results in climate change on the east coast and specifically in Beeville, the Female Charitable Society created themselves as the original social workers, healthcare providers, and food safety care resource in this community. They saved the Native Americans and all, since animals did not survive that. So yeah, so there was no summer in 1816. So Matt, I can see that you're on. We were just playing a little trivia game about the history of Baldwinsville and some place in Central America. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna try to look it up here. Now I'm curious to look this up here. History's largest volcanic eruption occurred at So it says here that it was Mount Tambora in Indonesia, and that injected the ash and other small particulate matter injected into the stratosphere reduced incoming solar radiation received at the Earth's surface. So, crops were injured and Indian corn. Okay. So it didn't take place in the southern tier. So it was all the way. So a volcano all the way in Indonesia was the cause for a year without a summer. Yes, Indonesia. I know it's so far away to have such an impact. The farmers, the animals, plants, all who lived off the way. There was no volcano in the southern tier. So now we know it was all the way in Indonesia that caused that. Yes, and I got that from Syracuse.com. So let's see. Since Rachel did not answer the question, unfortunately, she is out of the game. So we have Alex, Elizabeth, and Mom still in the game. Dave gave the incorrect answer. So what we're going to do here is, because we're falling behind, but when we come back after a quick music break, we're going to play we're going to play the fourth. We're going to play one final question, and whoever answers this question will win the game. So, okay. Let me just find this here. Alright then, so I'm going to play one final question. Whoever answers correctly wins the game. Stay tuned. Whoever answers correctly wins the game. Stay tuned. This is a Forever Living classic hit. Rachel, take it away.
This radio station was named after the band Forever Livin', which I used to be a part of. After Forever Livin' was no longer singing songs, they became a dance group. Here's one of the songs that we used to dance to. We hope you enjoy it as much as we did.
Make that booty bounce. Hit me up.
I know you're asking what happened to the music, but we gotta take a short break. Don't worry, in the next 90 seconds we'll be back with your favorite hits right here on Jordan Hits 201. I promise. Stay tuned.
Hi. I can tell.
Hey.
Hey, Mom.
I can tell.
Tough on we're good.
I can tell. You've been driving high, haven't you?
I can tell. And if you didn't know, driving high is a DUI.
Hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease.
Black patients are twice as likely to die of COVID-19
because of underlying conditions.
And the most affected are Black women.
Black women. Black women.
Black women.
Now there are vaccines.
But 41% of us say they want to wait and see.
Our health and those we love can't wait.
We need to protect ourselves and our families now.
Now.
Get more information.
Because our health is worth a shot.
Go to cdc.gov.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
And 1. We caught our collective breath, but that's enough of a timeout. It's time to get you back to what you came here for, and that's the music. We're back to it right here on Jordan Hits 201. 1. And we're back. So this is it. This is the final question, the $1 million dollar question. And I want to wish everyone let's try to hold this up here. Okay, so if you win this, if you answer this correctly, you will win the game. So here we go. Just pull this. Okay, this is it. The final question. Answer this correctly and you will win the game. Okay. 3, if you could tell me the names of this is gonna be hard. You can tell me the name of the church. The question is, which church here in Baldwinsville was the first to be lit by electricity? Again, the question is, which of the following churches in Baldwinsville was to be first to be lit by electricity? Is it A, First Presbyterian Church, B, First United Methodist Church, C, Grace Episcopal Church, or D, the First Baptist Church? Again, the question is, the first church in Baldwinsville, which of the following churches in Baldwinsville was the first to be lit by electricity? Is it First Presbyterian Church, First United Methodist Church, Grace Episcopal Church, or the First Baptist Church? We are, this is an important question. I'm going to give you one more song to think about it. Give me your guesses, and then we'll reveal the answer when we return.
Vodka soda and baggy jeans, using none of that art degree. She's the type to just look at me, then write me off in a moment. We're in a city full of strangers, but I got faith in $20 in my pocket. So I said, DJ, can you play her that one song that talks about chocolate? Then she said, I like your confidence, but you're not the 1975. And no lie, that's quite the compliment, but I'm not really looking for somebody tonight. I said, girl, I joke, she don't show her teeth. No, she's not losing a lick of sleep. When she writes me off, breaks me down to my lowest. We're in a city full of strangers, but it feels like something's up in the air tonight. So I said, DJ, can you play her that one song that talks about Caroline? Then she said, I like your confidence, but you're not the 1975. And no lie, that's quite the compliment, but I'm not really looking for somebody tonight. I said, girl, I might not be famous yet, but I'm gonna put you in a song that I write. Then she said, I like your confidence, but you're not the 1970, the 1975. She said, I like your confidence, but you're not the 1975. And no lie, that's quite the compliment, but I'm not really looking for somebody tonight. I said, girl, I might not be famous yet, but I'm gonna put you in a song that I write. And she said, I like your confidence, but you're not the 1970, the 1975.
Yeah, so I see that everybody answered the question correctly. It was the, yes, it was the Grace Episcopal Church, actually. So that means, okay, so what that means is we have to play a tiebreaker. One final question. If you answer this one final question correctly, you will win the game. I'm going to try to make it as difficult or a little bit more challenging as I can, because I don't know if everybody knows this, but the question is, and if you are ready, we are going to play the so we're going to play the music again. This is it. The tiebreaker question, or the sudden death question. The sudden death question here. As soon as I can. We're going into the weakest. Okay, here we go. We've switched shows. We're out of Millionaire. We're now into the weakest link. This is your question. This decides the whole shooting match. One we all know, or most of us may not know, that the name Baldwinsville came from Jonas Baldwin, who one of the early settlers of the community. One of his children actually went on to become the first mayor of the city of Syracuse in 1848. What is the name of that child? What is the name of Jonas Baldwin's son, who later became the mayor, the first mayor of the city of Syracuse? Again, Jonas Baldwin's second son, the founder of one of the namesake of this community, went on to become the first mayor of Syracuse in 1848. No choices, no multiple choice. Just throw me out a name, and you will win the game. Now, actually, to be fair, I will give you 3 names. I will give you 4 choices. Whoever answers this question correctly wins the game. Okay, stand by. Okay. We'll just have you guess, and I won't give you any choices. Just put a name out there. Elizabeth has answered John. We just need Rachel, Alex, and Mom to put in their. Okay, Alex and Rachel, do you have an answer? We're looking. Oh. Unfortunately, you are all incorrect. The correct answer is Harvey. Harvey Baldwin, the second son of Jonas Baldwin, became the first mayor of Syracuse in 1848. So, unfortunately, you all answered incorrectly. So, we're going to have to do yet a second time. I can't believe this. His nickname was Derek. That's a good one. Unfortunately, what that means is we are going to have to... We're going to have to do a second tiebreaker. And... Okay. Here is the... It does seem like an unlikely name in 1848. Okay. So now we have to throw in a new question. You have to throw in a second tiebreaker. And now whoever wins this one will So now we have to give you okay, so now we're gonna have to come up with one final question. And hopefully it's a little easier than the last one here. Because we're trying to figure out we are trying to figure out the best battery B I'm going to give you a more contemporary. I'm going to change actually the content of the questions. We're going to go into a more contemporary or modern history question that still has to do with the Baldwinville community in a certain way. But actually, I don't know if you're going to know this or not. But actually, forget about a contemporary or modern. Okay, hold on one second. trying to get it, trying to think of something that's good enough to be challenging enough, but we, okay. This, this is going to be more of a true-false question to make it easier. The Radisson, so here's the question. True or false? The Radisson community, located up in the northeastern section of Greater Baldwinsville, was always a residential community in the entire history of the land. The land used for the Radisson community has always been a residential community. Is that true or is that false? Please, you have you have about 30 seconds to give me an answer. Wait for the I'll let you know when time is up as we start the question music. True or false? Again, here we go. You have 20 more seconds to put in an answer. We're still waiting on Elizabeth and Mom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. We're still waiting on Rachel's answer to this question. The land, the true or false? The land where the Radisson community sits on right now has always been used as a residential community. Mom has answered incorrectly. Elizabeth, Rachel, and Alex have all answered correctly. False. Back in World War II, the Radisson community was known as, I think it was called the World War II Ordnance Works, where they produced ammonia and other chemicals. So, you have all moved on. So here we go. This is one final question. This is for the three of you, Alex, Elizabeth, and Rachel. We're going to come up with a question that maybe hopefully only one of you knows. And this is kind of appropriate. Oh yes, you would be concerned about living in Radisson. I learned about that because there was a program on Pac B that that actually went into the history of the Radisson community as a the World War II Ordnance Works. Let me see. War. So, this is a little bit tailored to. This is a little bit tailored to kind of a little bit of history, but it also has to do with the name of the station as well. If you can give me, other than, I don't want to really give a hint, but this has nothing to do. This actually may not have anything to do with the history of Baldwinsville at all, but we've answered enough questions that I'm trying to make it more difficult. I'm trying to make it complicated so that only one person really knows this answer. And so we can wrap up this game quickly because I know we got to get to Bumper to Dump It. And the show has been going on too long, or a little bit too long. So here is the next question that will hopefully break the tie between Alex, Elizabeth, and Rachel. Okay. If you could give me the names of the streets that the founding member, other than, okay, here we go. Please give me the names. There are 3 streets. If you could, the first player to give me the names of the streets in Baldwinsville that the founding members of the Forever Living group lived on, you will win the game. And I will not, there's no multiple choice. This is all free response. And I will play this music. I will play this Weakest Link music bed one more time. And as soon as I have an answer, I will stop the music bed and we will review it to see if your answer is correct. Here we go. I need the 3 street names in Baldwinsville that the 4 members of the Forever Living group lived on. That is the question. The first player to give me those street names is in the running for winning the game. I need the street Okay. I need the street names and the exact address. I actually need the street names and the exact addresses of where the four founding members of Forever Living lived in the Baldwinsville community. That's the Baldwinsville community. That is the question. Not just this. I need the I need the exact addresses, including the house number and the street name. The house number and the street name. Elizabeth has put in an answer. Unfortunately, that is not correct. Elizabeth, you are not correct. You are not correct. That is not, Mom. You are not. You are not. That is an incorrect answer. Hold on. Let me throw in the wind. Let me throw in the wind music. Hold on 1 second.
At Fiverr, we offer 3D rendering
It's okay.
services.
All I needed
You-
was the.
you probably
All
are.
I needed was the street name. All I needed was the street names. Rachel is correct. Let me just. So Rachel, this is for you. Going back to Millionaire. Rachel was the only one to get all 3 streets correct. You didn't have to give me the addresses. I thought I didn't know exactly. Well, I thought you were going to get it. Okay. Oh, Rachel was the only one. You were the only one to give me the exact street names, and you didn't have to give me the street addresses. I figured that would be too hard. Yes, West Genesee Street. So yes, that is correct. You all said Sunset. Elizabeth and Mom had the same idea. Oswego Street, Battery, and Battery Terrace, which was named for Battery B. But both Elizabeth and Mom said Sunset Terrace, which was incorrect. Nobody in Forever Living lived on Sunset Terrace. Let me give you the rundown. So, of course, Rachel we were living at 51 Oswego Street at the time. Tess McLaughlin lived on MacArthur Road, 14 MacArthur Road, and then across the next street over. Liz Spina lived on 13 Battery Terrace, and Celeste and Tara Rousseau, the Rousseaus were at 70 West Genesee Street. So, congratulations, Rachel. Artillery, I'm sorry. Still, that's incorrect. With Mom having artillery answer. With Mom having artillery lane in her answer, that is not correct. And Elizabeth, because you said Sunset, that's not correct. I needed the exact streets, and because you included one incorrect street in your answer, for Mom and Elizabeth, both your answers were counted as incorrect. Oh yes, Kara Johnson, 6 Battery Terrace. Yes. So that is correct. So congratulations, Rachel. We're going to take a break. No, actually, we don't have time to take a break. We are going to get right into the Bump It or Dump It because this trivia game took way too long, and I didn't really expect it to take this long. So I'm apologetic. I am sorry that this whole trivia game took too long. So we are going to get right into the Bump It or Dump It. And I hope you enjoyed playing this trivia game. I know I had fun making it, and it was interesting to see how many of you knew your history of Baldwinsville trivia, and hopefully we may do something like this in the future. So here we go. The first one up is by Post Malone. Post Malone with Morgan Wallen. It's more into the country pop scene. I've heard it today not necessarily for the first time, but heard it recently. This is called I Had Some Help. And please enjoy it. Let me know what you think. So I'm glad this got a unanimous bump. This was actually from 2019. It was called Happy Now by Zed and vocals by Ellie Duhay. I figured the next one, haven't had some AJR in a while, and this is one of their songs off of the album The Maybe Man. It's called The Dumb Song. Please sit back, enjoy, and voting begins now. That's AJR with The Dumb Song. And I figured it's time to get some more artists in. So we only have one track from the Tortured Poets Department tonight. And this one is called, I've heard this before, it's called Cassandra. It has a really good piano riff on it. So let me know what you think. Bumper to Dump It, voting begins now. Okay, I tended to like this one. Did you notice at the beginning of the song, I felt like it changed meters? It was going back and forth between 4/4 and 2/4, and I was correct. I just did some research on the sheet music, and yes, the beginning, the first verse there, it did shift between 4/4 and 2/4 times. So I don't know if did anybody else catch that, or was that just me? I'd love to know if anybody caught the change in time signatures in the first verse going between 4/4 and 2/4 there. So, just me, unfortunately. Okay. As the music aficionado that I am, I catch these things. Talk about Rachel or Alex. I know Alex voted dump on this one. Rachel, were you able to catch that shift in time signatures going back and forth between 4/4 and 2/4? Just curious, and if you didn't, that's okay. Moving on to the final one. This is the first song that I was meaning to play. Again, this is Post Malone with Morgan Wallen, and it's called I've Had Some Help. This is the last song in tonight's Bump It or Dump It. Let's go. Voting begins now. Well, that's all of them, and thank you very much for your participation and voting in this one. I know it was split. To recap, we had unanimous bumps on the first two, which were Happy Now, the AJR Dumb Song. A little bit split with the Taylor Swift. Alex did vote dump, and it's okay. And now Alex voted bump for the last one, and now Elizabeth has dumped the final one, Post Malone, which I thought was pretty good. So please keep an eye on that, and we'll see where any of these songs go. And it's been late, so Mazel Tov. I'm signing off. Stay forever. One last thing, I'm jealous of people who are at the Taste of Syracuse right now, because the one and only boy band Hanson is performing live in downtown Syracuse. Unfortunately, I don't have Mbop to close off the show. I wish I did. But there will be more opportunities to see live acts from other great artists performing here in the greater Syracuse area. We got James Taylor coming up at the end of the month, and then the Queens of R&B in August. So I thought I'd share that with you, and have a good night.